David Pearson said that the cover of a book is the beginning of a conversation between the author and the reader.
I think that's right.
What conversation are we starting up when it's not really grabbing our attention?
I will always look at a cover of a book. I will look for the story in the cover, so in the illustration. Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Kirby did all of the illustrations. You can almost tell what the story's going to be about by trying to decode it before I even open the page. And then seeing which characters are going to be which and how that's going to work. It's brilliant.
Yes, he was the original illustrator for many of the Discworld books.
Yeah.
He passed away in 2001. You are correct. I mean, it used to be in the 60s, well, probably going back even further than that, 20s, 30s, 40s, a publisher would commission an artist to render an image. So a lot of them are hand-drawn or painted, and they work because they must have read the book or have been given an advance copy, because they often reference very accurately what's in the book. But now it's stock images, it's computer generated, it's mishmashed, don't quite work, they feel soulless.
It's because we're now living in this algorithm-driven design, aren't we? You could almost call it the Amazon ripple effect or the Amazon effect that has happened here. It's changed the rules. Covers are now designed to be seen as thumbnails. Yes. As opposed to that stuff that Kirby had with the Discworld things, which was really fine detail, really, really subtle, really impressive artistic nuance in all of that beautiful detail there. But that doesn't pop very well, does it, at 100 pixels? That just gets destroyed. So if it can't be pixelated down to a nice little thumbnail, no one's interested. It's such a shame.
So if you've got a bland image from a distance that doesn't stand out. In fact, I did a photo of all the books that were on a display in a local bookstore. Only one stood out because, like you said, they tended to be dark covers. This one was orange. The other thing as well is the sheer number that are being printed. There's far too many. But I've never got over why could they, up until recent times, afford to get an artist, but now suddenly they can't. Why is that? What's changed?
The need to have one.
Possibly, but because obviously they just want to make pure profit. Why pay for an artist?
Completely. You can generate these things through AI. Books used to always be, whether it was the cover, whether it was illustrations inside of them, they were almost like miniature works of art inside with a very distinct artistic vision from the professionals that were doing it. But now you get big publishers with big teams, tight schedules, budget which is about making profit, not about actually delivering necessarily excellence. You get a limitation on creative freedom, and you've got all of this AI generated stuff that can just be a couple of strokes on the keyboard. We've got our warrior with his shield wearing armor. There's no artistic thought that's gone into it.